Hey, Viking fans, this is Keith Millard, and you are listening to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. Go Vikes!
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. I'm One Bar with Lupicus, and we're going to be going over some little OTA nuggets, little Vikings rumblings.
Yeah, I was going to make some kind of gross analogy to nuggets you find in the toilet, but I'm not going to do that. I'm a grown man now. I don't need to be going that route. So, yeah, there's, again, it's OTAs. You can't always take a whole lot out of these, but these are the nuggets that we should take a little bit out of.
You could have went the chicken nugget route, dipping sauce, maybe. I don't know.
It's not where my mind goes. Well, sorry, I am honesty. Who I am.
Well, just like a 20-piece chicken nuggets, let's hop right into these.
That's what I normally do when I do have those. I'm long overdue for some chicken nuggets.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, my God. All right, let's start. I mean, to me, one of the biggest ones is it's his birthday today. Vikings first-round pick, Christian Darrisaw, and he cannot practice because he's got a groin injury. I don't know about you, but I don't like our potential starting left tackle to have a groin injury. Those things just kind of always seem to hang around and linger and just never really heal up during the season. So I don't really like this news very much.
I mean, I don't like it, but they're not really. I mean, it's OTAs. It could be like the smallest groin injury ever. It could be nothing. They're going to hold him out if he's got an ingrown fingernail.
If he's got a groin injury, Christian Darrisaw has got a huge groin injury.
He probably does. But I'm not worried about this. Ask me in a week. If he's not practicing in a week, I'll be worried. I'll be very worried. But for now, water under the bridge.
Well, I like that they're just keeping him out. Keep him out. Don't force anything. Hell, I don't want to see him until July. Let's just keep him out until July.
Well, speaking of Darrisaw, let's talk about the starting first-team offensive line that was out there today. It was Rashad Hill, Ezra Cleveland, Garrett Bradbury, the DeCosier still holding down that right guard, and Brian O'Neill on the right side.
Yeah, and that's fine. They're gonna do it. This is what the Vikings do. They bring out the trash. They put it out there. They make the young guys earn it. They're not going to start with Darrisaw. They're not going to start with Davis, but I will literally drink your piss on air if those two start on week one.
Well, I mean, we know Rashad Hill. Darrisaw will be the starter. Dozier, you never know. So you might be drinking my piss. I'm glad you said that.
I said those two start. They both have to start for me to drink urination.
Oh, that's lame. All right, we'll see about that. So. Wyatt Davis was out there with the 2s and the 3s, so he's getting plenty of reps, which I love.
He is. He'll be just fine. And who else was out there with the 2s is Mr. Blake Brandel, a guy kind of forgotten in the mix of the excitement of the draft. We have a 6th-round pick from a year ago who has barely gotten a sniff, but he's out there with the 2s. I didn't hear anything with Oli Udoh being out there with anybody. So Blake Brandel, I think, again, it's OTAs, but if I'm betting Blake Brandel is going to make the final 53, I liked seeing him with the 2s today.
He was with the 2s last year, too.
Well, because there was no one else.
I'm a Blake Brandel guy. I would love him as depth. We'll see. I'm not putting too much into it.
Yeah. I don't. And again, you can't. But there is something. Mike Zimmer had a press conference today. One thing he did talk about was he's really had no contact with Danielle Hunter, who has been sitting out. Again, I didn't like the news last week about him not participating. I know Mike Zimmer hasn't even talked to him. This thing has gone from bad to just a little bit more bad.
I don't know. I don't really believe him. I think he's full of shit. He might not be talking to him. Something tells me a lot of people from the Vikings are talking to him. It might not be Zimmer, and that's fine. That's not his job. It's Spielman's job to get his ass here. So we'll see. I'm really not worried about it yet. I said this about his neck injury last year too.
I know
in early August. I wasn't worried about it. I was dead wrong. So I could be dead wrong, but I once those fines start kicking in, shit's gonna start happening.
Here's the problem. To me, this is just like that little snowball that you start pushing down the hill. At first, you don't think it's going to grow anything, but it slowly and surely gets bigger and bigger as it gets down the hill. I just think this thing is starting to pick up steam, and I don't like the way it's heading right now.
Well, I definitely think there's something there. Don't get me wrong. I don't think this is nothing, but I'm just not overly worried about it yet.
All right, so that's pretty much the gross news. Let's get into some couple of exciting news. Supposedly, and you look at the pictures, Irv Smith looks to be in some serious shape here. There's a little video of him making a hell of a catch. He looks bigger. He looks stronger. And apparently his cousin just graduated from dietitian school and has been very, very closely monitoring his diet, telling him what to eat, how much to eat, how much protein to have, how many carbs to have. And Smith's listening to him, and he appears to be in the best shape of his life.
Good. I can't wait. Big athletic tight end with a little bit of meat to him now. Hell yeah, he is. He's going to have a hell of a season. Vikings fans are going to be very excited about old 84.
Yeah, I mean, he's ready to break out just with his experience, and then you see him getting his body in shape. And yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy.
Shows he's serious. He shows he's ready to break out.
Yes, I like the sound effects. They really help hit your point home. Appreciate that. And the last nugget, I think, really is this. Harrison Hand, Patrick Peterson has not been there this week. Harrison Hand's been stepping in with the ones. And this guy's been balling out, got himself a couple interceptions, which we saw him have that knack a little bit last year. So that's nothing but good news. Having a guy who's probably your fourth, fifth corner stepping up and making some plays, you got to be excited about that. And I know it's OTAs, but that's still very that's damn exhilarating is what it is.
Love Harrison Hand. I love guys that are going to be your third, fourth, whatever, fifth corner, showing some spunk out there. We need it. We need that depth. And Harrison Hand is going to be – He's gonna be a fun one to watch in the next year or two. Couple other quick nuggets. Brian O'Neill, they were talking about his contract. He basically just said he's gonna let his agent take care of that. So I'm just glad they're at least mentioning it. Patrick Jones and Hercules Mata'afa were getting the reps with the twos today. Cameron Smith, the forgotten guy, was out there with the ones. Anything's possible.
Hey, Cameron Smith, candidate if he makes a team for comeback player of the year. Open heart surgery. It's insane.
He very well could, out there. He very well could make this team. He very well could make the squad.
Yeah, you know, Patrick Jones, Mata'afa working with the twos. Mata'afa to me is more surprising than Jones working with the twos. Again, he's kind of been the preseason darling, showing up in games that don't count. But when the lights kind of come on, he fades away. He shrivels up like a cold wiener in the wind. So, you know, I like what I've seen when he's on his game for Mata'afa, but I want to see him do it when it counts.
Yeah. I agree. I still can't. When we released him last year, nobody else wanted him. He's just our Chad Beebe. And speaking of Chad Beebe, of course, he was the number 3 wide receiver today. So
that's where he's going to be.
That's where we end this episode of Nuggets with a Chad Beebe nugget. We've said it multiple times during this. It's just OTAs. But damn it, it's still fun to see these things. I love it.
It's great that it's happening. We didn't get these last year. So any Vikings news in June is good news. And it's exciting. So again, we need every little nugget we can eat to hold us over till training camp starts.
Agreed.
And when it comes to nuggets, are you a sauce guy or not?
Barbecue, straight up.
Yeah. If anything, I do buffalo or ranch.
That's gross.
Is it?
Yes.
All right. Well, this is also gross. If your laptop feels hot, do not put it on your lap if you're a man because it will cause infertility.